You guys are cool with the Rasta Clock guys, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that Virgil's suing them?
We're gonna talk about that today.
Okay, good.
That's an emergency.
I wanted to put that out there before. I didn't want to spring it in the middle of the. I was like, "Hey, your friend's getting sued. What do you guys think about that? Tell me now."
We're gonna talk about it.
That's crazy.
That's stupid, man. You're acting like these guys are making millions of dollars off of your thing, bro.
Yeah, and that's part of it. But the stupid part, we'll have this conversation again. But the stupid part is that
episode 59.
He doesn't he doesn't own anything.
Huh?
Yeah, he doesn't own anything.
Yeah, Virgil doesn't own any of the.
So
of the
once you hear the music, start like, "Hey guys, what's going on? You're now listening to episode 59 of True to Size," or however you want to say it. But just say it. Just make it Bryan. Just make it Umali, yo. Umali. It's nothing crazy. It's whatever you want. You want to practice? Okay, practice. Okay,
yeah, practice.
Sure. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that's loud. I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll do it on my laptop. My bad, yo. My bad. Episode 59. Let's try again. That's so fucking loud. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. Now it's too low.
What?
Yeah, that's good. So when it starts to play, say your intro, True to Size, and then I'll take over. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, whatever you want, yo. Okay, hold on. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. You're now listening to episode 59 of True to Size.
That's it, yo. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy money. Yeah. Talk again. Talk.
Hello.
Again.
Alvin. Put it louder.
Again.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah. Perfect. You ready? Oh, Jomar. Is he still coming?
Yeah.
Jomar! Uh-oh. Are you okay, Jomar? What happened?
Is it working?
Is it a tall one?
That work?
I don't know.
Okay, come.
I can't find it. Uh-oh. Calling Maria.
So we're going to talk about that suing thing. We're going to talk about...
Because I'll plug this.
Bryan's going to talk about himself.
Oh, yo, Cactus Jack, one's just dropped. TravisScott.com.
Did they?
Just now?
Drop right now.
Do you think?
What?
I don't like them.
You do like them. Get on your phone and buy them.
No, man, I'm straight.
I'm in line.
Are you?
Sorry, I would have talked sooner, but I was like, oh my gosh. J23 app just tweeted it, so I subscribed to his thing, so I get it as text.
Did you connect to Wi-Fi?
Oh,
It's faster.
I can't now. It's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Check if it's working. Here.
Test.
Can you hear?
So we're going to talk about the suing thing. We're going to talk about PJ Tucker and Trophy Room 5s. The TED Talk Nike Air Trainer 1s. And the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows.
Lows. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yo. The lows.
Is it a lows? Or how come people are saying it's SBs and stuff?
Because he rocks SBs. I don't know. And then previously in Kicks, we'll talk about Soul Exchange.
Is it this one? Yeah.
And then the Bryan Espiritu thing. Okay.
You have the topic? Oh.
Jomar,
You ready, Jomar?
this is the question for NSR. You can say it.
I don't know what this is.
Non-sneaker related.
It's not shoe related. You're gonna ask the question.
I'll give it to
I'll
you.
bring it up here, Cuzzo.
You have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then for EEE, cuz you can read You mean Secret Husband 80444, and then I'll do I'll do the Sandor. Do Justin. Do the Mr. Just, and then I'll do Sandor last because I had a conversation with him.
Okay.
So you can do all three, and I'll do Sandor. Okay. Ready, Bry?
You're just gonna read that.
I'll let you know, Jomar, when you're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. You are now listening to episode 59 of True to Size.
What is good, CGS family, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the crazy world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Alvin Quasi, and I'm joined today with the rest of the CGS fam, Joel the Dudenberg Hernandez.
Yo.
Doggy's not here today, but filling in for him, his substitute, we'll say, is our official shoe haul photographer, our honorary CGS brother, Philip, the Sole Purpose Dos Santos.
Yo, what's up? Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. And then you guys heard the intro. It's a different voice. He's been one of our day one supporters, longtime friend of the show before we even had a show, founder of High Noble, Mr. Bryan, bryhighnoble Umali. What up, bro?
Hey, guys. What up?
You good, bro?
Good, man.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thanks for inviting me today.
Yeah, man. So before we get everything started, before we hear Bryan's solography, we're going to start off with Philly. Joel!
What? Excuse me?
Fire round.
So we like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from @Michael Williams, the homie from Hamilton. So here's his question.
I know who he is.
You know who he is, for real?
Yeah.
Michael Williams.
Like in person?
We met lining up for a livestock raffle. We both won the raffle.
What?
And anyways, sorry. Continue with the show.
So friend. So he's a real friend of the show. So his question is, fellas, what's up? Quick question. What would you consider the perfect airport/traveling shoe? I'll give you his answer to let you guys think about it. Anything with Boost and Prime Knit is a no-brainer, but non-Adidas.
Sorry, what is that?
He said anything but Boost,
But
or anything with Boost.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
But non-Adidas, you have Reacts, and even if you get a pair of 720s, those would be mad comfy for those circumstances. But personal pair I have are Flyknit Chukas that are crazy comfy and lightweight for that stuff. And Air Maxes are my go-to for sure. So, what are your guys' go-to traveling shoe?
Go ahead, Phil.
I had a job that required me to travel like every few weeks, and I found myself wearing Air Max 97s a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was around the time that the gold and the silver.
Ooh.
Is there nicknames for those? Gold medal? Is it gold medal?
Maybe Gold Bullet.
Silver bullet. Silver bullet. Silver bullet.
Silver
Gold bullet.
Gold Bullet.
The gold bullet.
Around the time the gold bullets and the silver bullets dropped, it was around that time, and I just found myself wearing them a lot. Just like the full length airbag is just
It's a
Yeah.
good look.
supported. You know?
I like it. Bry?
I think BC3s.
Ooh,
Jordan
nice.
Blacks
True.
3s.
True, I could agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
wear.
I can't remember what the shoe's called, but they're those running shoes, Vapor or no, something flies, Zoom flies.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think it's Zoom flies.
Zoom flies.
I think they're called Zoom flies. The ones that Off-White did, but they're not Off-White.
Yeah.
Just the regular Zoom
And there was
flies.
a Dornbecker one.
Yeah.
Boom.
But just the regular one because I can't afford none of that collabo stuff.
Nice.
Those would probably be my go-to, but that's like a new one
Mhm.
that I recently discovered thanks to LDoggy.
True.
What about you, Cuzzo?
I haven't traveled, so I haven't left the country in like so many years. But I
Soon.
can imagine, yeah, soon.
Soon.
But I can imagine like something comfortable. You want to be like comfortable and you're gonna do a lot of walking, so it's got to be something like with cushion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
So
something breathable,
What,
like
so
maybe
what do you-
chinelas or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Drew, I never
Like-
thought of that.
Like soft, like like the solar. No, not solar.
Solar soft.
Solar soft. Yeah,
Solar
maybe.
soft.
Slides.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
With
I'm
socks
just
or
throwing
no
it out
socks?
there.
When you go to one of Joe Moore's basketball tournaments, the weekend long ones, what do you wear? When you
Oh,
have
we
to
got
walk
we
around
got to show
everywhere?
out. We have to show out because there's going to be a lot of sneakerheads there. So
Quote unquote or real sneakerheads?
well, yeah, you got like some sneakerheads there. That
True. It's
Yo,
fall.
your Canada got soul. Yeah, I'm a part of it. Yeah.
And then you're wearing chinelas with socks, right?
Chinelas and socks, bro.
That's amazing.
Hold on. Okay, question. Second, like part B. Do you guys wear socks with your chinelas?
I'll be honest, sometimes.
Yeah, because I'm usually wearing them
After ball?
after
After
ball
ball.
or leaving
Facts.
the gym, so I'm always
Or
And
even
it
at home.
feels unnatural to drive in Canada
Without
with-
socks,
yeah.
no? Yeah. I hear
it's
you.
weird for me, anyways.
No,
I know
I
how
hear
guys
you.
feel.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm same. Socks, especially if it's after ball.
Yeah.
Only thing I probably can't do is like, the real chinelas with like the thong?
I can't wear that.
I can't do that with socks.
Nah.
No, that's going to be
Because
it feels
story
weird.
right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
It has to be like a
too much
slide.
pressure on the cotton of the sock.
Yeah,
It pushes
right?
it back too much.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. All right.
It's like a wedgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your toe.
Yeah, it's a toe wedge.
Crazy, man. All right, next we're going to do CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's a poop, scoop, a whoop-de-whoop, or my trademarked favorite phrase, just cute. We're going to start off with Philly's pick, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. Go ahead, Philly.
You know what's funny? People can't see this. You guys don't videotape this, do you?
No,
No.
Okay.
unfortunately, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
So the Travis Scott one just they did a surprise drop on TravisScott.com.
Jeez.
And if you guys are listening to this, it's obviously too late because
Yeah.
it happened days ago. But as of right now, I have two phones open. One of them on Wi-Fi and the other one on shaky data because we're in a basement. But I'm in line, so just cross your fingers for me. In the past,
Hopefully Philly gets it on Tuesday when we're recording. When you're listening to this on Saturday. So would you? So obviously this is a scoop for you.
yeah, this is a scoop. Do you want me to describe?
Yeah, do your thing,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So, for those who are not familiar, because there might be some of you, the Travis Scott Cactus Jack Jordan 1 is a collaboration between, obviously, Travis Scott and Jordan Brand. This is his first Jordan 1. Previous sneakers they've collabed on have been the Jordan 4, which was the first one,
Facts.
and the Air Force 1 Low, which was the second one. And this might be the most anticipated one, I think, just because of the silhouette. The one is people. I noticed people online are getting tired of the one, but this might be the most anticipated one because the one is that's the hot silhouette right now. It's
Would
been
you
so
say this would be your favorite out of the collaborations that he's done?
No, I think the 4 because the colorway is really nice. I mean, I like neutral and like fall colors like brown and tan and whatever else happens in the fall. But no, like the Houston Oilers, like the blue and the red, like it's a really good look.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But for these ones, they were supposed to come out May 3rd. They pushed the date back. It's looking like May 11th.
More time to save up, man.
More time to save up and more times to plan out where you're gonna raffle and then lose. So make sure you guys figure that out.
Word. Because
Yeah.
I know for sure for most of you guys too, it's gonna be a scoopty motherfucking whoop.
Yeah, man.
Cuzzo, what's your pick, man?
Okay, so my pick is the Air Max 1 Inside Out. So they got an Air Max 1 that's dropping. It's pretty much like the insides flipped out. You know what I'm saying? So you got like the outer stitching and stuff like that. It's pretty dope, man. Like even like the details are legit. Like for the tongue especially. Like you got like the description tag on the outside of the shoe. So it's got like your shoe size and like, the manufacturer, where it's made and the date and all that stuff. And on the inside of the shoe, it's got like, obviously the Nike Air Max badge like on the inside. So it's pretty proper. The one that I have as a pick, it's similar to the Tom Sachs's Mars Yard So it's got like the brown khaki mudguard with the red stitching on the cream khaki upper with the black swoosh. It's just straight fire, man. Like there's really nothing you can complain about them. But there really is there's no release date yet. So I guess stay tuned to sneaker news and all that stuff to find out when they drop.
Ooh.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think they're a scoop for me if I can get my hands on them.
True.
But yeah, man, it's dope.
I like those too, man. So my pick is the Adidas X Invincible Young One, or AKA the Young Stud is what they called it. So this features like a brown upper. Honestly, kind of has the same colorway as the Travis Scott's, except it has hints of green, red, and blue. So not really. Sorry, I was just joking. It's pretty cool. It's set to drop May 18th. It's a cute shoe, man. Like the materials look fairly supple and very, very good quality. And just the color blocking is pretty dope too. I don't know if I could rock these or pull these off, but I know some of the Adidas homies could. And for these ones, I would say these are just a cute. I don't know if I could rock them, so I'm probably not gonna cop them. But they're alright.
It's dope, man.
It's cute.
It's got some 3M popping to them too.
Yeah, man. So now we are moving on to This Week in Kicks. So literally maybe half an hour before I got to Joel's house, Lauren sent us an emergency This Week in Kicks topic through text, and he was like, yo, you need to talk about this. So this is our emergency This Week in Kicks post.
Ruh-roh.
It's pretty stupid. It's crazy. So according to the fashion law, Off-White has filed a lawsuit against accessories brand Rastaclot for making/selling bracelets that use the quotation marks and red zip ties similarly to its very own designs. So what? So
Crazy.
So hold on, Off-White owns the rights to red zip ties or zip ties in general?
No, I think that's where the suit. I don't know if it's actually official legally yet, but I think that's where it falls apart. Is because they're suing them, but they actually don't own the rights to the quotations.
Yeah,
or
the words. They own the rights to shoelaces, or
are they zip strips or zip ties?
Zip strips. No. Zip strips. What was it the last episode you were on?
I don't remember. Okay, but yeah, I think that's where everything just falls apart. Is because they actually don't own the rights. Which is weird, but I need to understand the law better. But how can you sue someone for something that you don't own the rights to? So is it going to happen? I don't get it. But
that's what I mean. I feel like it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, maybe.
Or something.
I don't know.
I guess it's just a claim of they're saying that resulting the trademark, right? So they're saying that the consumer is probably getting thinking that those products are Off-White officially by Virgil, right? So
yeah, but what about all the keychains and all the other crazy stuff that people have that
that's what
have the
saying,
exact
right?
design of the friggin' shoe? You're gonna sue all those guys too?
They're not just suing Rastaclot, right? So they're suing Amazon, Sumis.
What?
Wow, it's crazy
because they're part of those.
I think with Rastaclot, it's an easy target because they're successful. Whereas all those people that are making those little keychains at the flea market or even little stores, you can't identify who's making them because so many different companies make it, right?
Yeah.
Where it's Rastaclot's you're an identifiable brand. You're in Finish Line. You're in certain retailers, and to the point that you were saying you're making earlier. The lawsuit might not have legs, it might not go through, but it seems to be just one of those things where it's a publicity thing where he's saying these guys are biting us or these guys are copying us. So it's it's a statement essentially.
Yeah.
It's just so you know, this is what we do and this is what they're trying to do. So it kind of takes away from. I don't think the idea is to stop buying Rastaclot that specific zip tie.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Virgil just wants people to know that it's not Off-White, and they're they're doing something that's similar
Yeah.
to.
Well,
or-
like actually seeing the product in hand, there's nothing on there, including the packaging. There's nothing on there that says Off-White anywhere.
Right.
Like it literally only says like what aglets, shoelaces,
Laces,
and like
yeah.
it says box or like whatever it says on the
Yeah.
box. Like it doesn't say anything Off-White anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with the red zip strip and all of, like the words and stuff, it definitely does look like Off-White. But at the same time, it's just like I swear there was a pair of Vans that had the same kind of thing. Like I think it was like a skate high,
Oh, yeah.
and it said like I don't know midsole or tape or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really knock someone for, I guess, biting your design. But like, come on, man! Like with the amount of times you put it on a shoe, it's like, what did you expect? You know what I mean? Like, how many shoes did you put out with that same design, and then you're gonna get cheese for someone who's trying to?
It's tough. I mean, I see both sides. Like I see Rastaclat. That's how you say it, Rastaclat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see their point of view where it's just like they understand, like they're making a product that is. I mean, it's cool. Like the products that they make, they're mostly bracelets, right? Is that where
Yeah.
their bread and butter is? Like their products, like they look cool, and they usually have some sort of loose affiliation to sneakers, whether it's the colorway or the material or the style. So like that's kind of what they do. But I mean, I see Virgil's point, like right or wrong, either one. I don't know who's right or wrong, but I mean, I see Virgil's point where it's like when you see a word with the quotes around it, or you see the zip, you know it's
strip,
it's Off-White.
Yeah.
So I mean, I see both. I don't
get it.
think the lawsuit's gonna stand. I don't think it has legs though, because he doesn't own any of the. He doesn't
I would
own anything
hope-
he's
yeah.
suing for. So
Yeah.
how are they gonna rule for him? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
own anything. So
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll keep you guys posted. Maybe next episode, we'll have more news about that. Next on This Week in Kicks, we got PJ Tucker debuting the Air Jordan 5 Trophy Room Collabo. So reigning NBA sneaker champ PJ Tucker of the Houston Rockets likes to flex rare sneakers on and off the court. Both his Instagram and on the hardwood, you guys can always see him flexing. Like, man, this guy wears stupid shoes on court. So recently, he wore the Trophy Room Air Jordan 5s. One of the colorways is set to release for just family and friends only, and I'm pretty sure that was the red one. And then the blue one is the one that's supposed to come out as a wider release, which, I mean, it says in the article that it kind of is pretty similar to the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 Cactus Jack. And then the other one is more of like the DMP 5s, the Raging Bulls pack. Pretty cool colorway, in my opinion. I don't know if I would like purchase, but what do you guys think about that specific collabo? So for those of you who don't know, Trophy Room is owned by Michael Jordan's son.
Jeffrey?
That's his spot. Is it Jeffrey?
Is he's the eldest one? Is he the one who owns it? I believe.
I think so. Should have done more research.
I'll Google that later.
Same. So yeah, this is like a special pack for his store specifically. So what do you guys think about the pack? And do you like it? Would you scoop it? Is it just like meh?
It's a meh for me.
Yeah,
Meh.
it's all right.
It's all right, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't scoop.
No,
I think I'll pass on that as well.
you too, Philly.
Yeah, it's a pass for me. The colorway on the Travis 4s is a little bit better in terms of having something like that.
Like color blocking and
Yeah.
just execution.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Raging Bulls over the other one.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
I mean,
yeah.
if Trophy Room wants to send some pairs, that's fine. But I
Hit
don't
up
know if I would,
PDS,
Yeah.
aka Soul Purpose. He's more than willing to rock a free pair.
I'm just email Jordan, isn't it? Michael.jordan@nike.com.
Something like that. Yeah. Hyphen.
Yeah,
There's a
hyphen.
hyphen.
That's the hack. You guys know that's the hack. I'll stop doing this. That's the corporate hack. You guys know that.
Corporate.
Now you guys know. Write that down.
Exposed.
Next on This Week in Kicks, we have the TED X Portland Nike Air Trainer 1. So TED Talk and has had its 9th annual event in Portland, and Nike created a special co-branded sneaker in honor of the event, and it was an Air Trainer 1. Following in the footsteps of the other special TED X Portland silhouettes, the Air Jordan 1, the Air Max 1, and the Waffle Racer. The unique Air Trainer 1 was made for the event speakers, performers, and volunteers. However, unlike previous special releases, a limited amount of pairs were released and available to the event's attendees. Ooh, for real? Damn.
Crazy.
Should have went to the TED Talk.
I know. I'm slacking. In Portland. Next year we'll go, guys.
For sure.
With all the proceeds going towards the ticket scholarships for next year's 10th anniversary event.
Oh, we're there.
I'm down. So let's see. So from a design standpoint, these sharp shoes, first made iconic by legendary Bo Jackson, stick close to the OG stylings. White leather serves as a base, while gray leather / suede and black leather appears on the overlays. A hot red accent then graces the midfoot swoosh. There's plenty of special TED Talk branding, like it says spread on one foot and ideas on the other. And yeah, man, honestly, this is cool. I'm liking this a lot. It's simple, but at the same time, it's pretty dope just because of like how they branded it. If I had the chance, I would definitely try to scoop these. But I never knew they had other collabos too, like the Jordan 1, Air Max 1, or the Waffle Racers. I'm kind of slacking on that. I wonder what they look like.
Oh, there's no images yet? They haven't released it.
No? Sure.
No, I'm asking, is there?
Oh, the Trainer 1, yeah. There's tons of images.
No, but the other collabs, they haven't.
Yeah, no. I've it's been like low key, if anything, because
okay.
I haven't really, or maybe I wasn't paying attention when they had TEDx Portland. But I personally never knew of the Air Jordan 1, the Air Max 1, and the Waffle Racer.
I didn't even know about that, man.
I feel like I'm going to try to volunteer for next year's stuff. But we'll see. All right. Now we're going to move on to Previously in Kicks. This is a part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. So not really sneaker related, but Philly and I got to hit up an Anomaly event that featured our homie Bryan Espiritu. Do you want to talk about that, Philly?
Yeah, for sure. So I didn't know the whole context of the event going into it, but
my bad.
It's not your fault. But Alvin shot me a link to check out this event, and it turned out it was 3 different creatives, 3 different life stories, obviously, and it was called The Unreasonables, and it was about maybe 10-15 minute kind of like little featurette. Little movie. Each one of the 3 had some time to talk about, their upbringing, their story, how they got into their creative field, a little bit of personal stuff. So we got to learn about all 3 of them. One of them, of course, being Bryan Espiritu of the Legends League, and a lot of other dope stuff. It's a great night. So they had the movie or the feature, and then there was a panel. So people shooting questions at them, got a little bit more personal, a little bit more in depth, and then there was activation. So each one of the 3 had an activation. There was a math guru, and her activation was kind of like it was kind of like a personal one, but it was like interactive in a sense that I think you write down your failures. She had like a big whiteboard, and you would go up and write down your failures and stuff like that. And the next person, the second person on the panel. He is a great photographer.
I think his name's Vic.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. He's an amazing photographer. Has a lot of dope portrait photography that was hung in the venue.
Yeah, man.
And he has a motorcycle kind of like link up,
like a meetup.
Yeah.
Or like a convention.
I think it's called Moto Social.
Yeah.
And it's people with any type of motorcycle, any type of bike, just link up, hang out. Chop it up, and it started in Toronto, then it grew, I think, internationally.
Yeah.
So it was in like Germany, it was in South Africa.
Australia.
Yeah.
New York,
New Zealand, Australia. Yeah, New York. So that was big, and then of course Bryan told his story about kind of growing up and how he turned pain into creativity. I don't want to misquote it, but there's a lot of meaning, a lot of great meaning and history behind not only his designs, but everything he does as an artist and as a creative. So if you hadn't heard of him before that day, or if you just kind of knew about Legends League or knew about him a little bit, this gave you a little bit more of a deep dive.
Yeah, dope event.
And there was donuts and popcorn.
Oh.
And,
the best part, bro.
Yeah.
Aside from the movies and chilling with Bryan.
Let us get to the good stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It was an amazing night, and you can't complain when there's like some nice some snacks. Some
Snacks are always good,
some
bro.
popcorn.
And those chicken sandwiches.
Yes. I think I mentioned to you guys last time that we hung out. What were we doing? I have a terrible memory. What was that? What were we doing that one night? We went to NetMag's event.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the thing.
Yes.
And I think I told you guys. Shout out NetMag. I'm actually on the last page of finishing my Phase 3 Off-White UNC.
Oh, I have to
thing,
start mine,
my
bro.
Lego thing. So I might finish it tonight, depending what time I get home. I might finish it tonight.
Can't wait to cop those.
Yeah, man.
Those
It's
were
really
good.
dope. But yeah, long story long, I think I mentioned to you guys, I stopped eating meat. Well, I eat way less meat,
Yes. Yes. You
and
do.
every time I'm with you guys, I end up eating fried chicken in some
Sorry.
capacity.
Sorry.
No, but it's good though. It's good.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Oh man.
Moving on.
We also had Soul Exchange this past weekend. We're gonna talk more about Soul Exchange later, but it was held in Toronto. The homie Young Jaffe hooked it up, let us come through, walk around. Saw a bunch of familiar faces. Drew Barry, David Wu.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, the Hua brothers, just everybody who was at Soul Exchange from day one was usually there.
Yeah.
A lot of new faces too, a lot of new tables, which is good to see in a sense. But yeah, man, Soul Exchange was popping as always. Good music, good vibes, good to chop it up with people. I think that's it. Bri, you have anything to say about Soul Exchange, Cuzzo? You guys are both there.
I guess like what you said, the crowd is a little bit vibing as well. Like what you said, we've seen a lot of familiar faces and a lot of tables with same shoes though.
Yeah,
Just to say,
for real.
Yeah.
I guess everyone's cashing out on them.
And it's like the culture is like getting younger and younger and younger. You got little kids hustling.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like wow, like
It's funny.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, just a couple years older than Jomar,
Yeah, man.
right? It's like holy cow, these guys.
What would you guys say? Sorry, what would you guys say was? Because everyone's selling. A lot of people are selling at their
Yeah,
table,
man.
right? What was the shoe, or what were the shoes that you saw repeated the most?
Repeated the most.
Like what was the shoe that people were like most people were selling? Like,
Yeah,
like
I
the
seen
one
a
that
lot
you
of
kept seeing?
Jordan Tuber
Jordans,
Greens.
The Jordan
Yep.
1 Turbo Greens.
Turbo Green.
Oh,
There was
really?
a lot. There was
Okay.
a
There's
lot.
tons, but they're also still on shelves at Foot Locker. So
See?
Word.
that's probably why they were sitting on the table.
Yeah.
They're sitting on shelves everywhere.
Yeah. We'll talk about conventions more later on in the main topic. So right now we're going to move on to EEE. We're pretty smart guys, but from time to time we do make mistakes, and we're going to we always look to our listeners to correct us in those mistakes.
I got a cool one. When you guys are done, I'll do one.
Oh, Philly's got one.
He's
Philly's
on
got one.
point.
Philly's got a
It's a
personal
retro.
one.
No, it's a retro mistake.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, Cuzzo, you
So we
wanna
got for
read out
last.
some of the
All right.
mistakes?
Okay, so I don't know what the topic was, but Sneaker Life husband
Aaron.
Aaron hit us up. It's about hold on, my phone just shut up. Deuces is Jason Tatum's kid. He writes it on his shoes every game.
Oh, it was
So-
from last week's episode when we were talking about the picks,
Oh, like when
and I
he-
picked the Jason Tatum Air Max 97, and then one tongue said Tatum and the other one said Deuces.
Deuces. Oh, okay,
And we were
okay,
like
okay.
Deuces, and Lawrence was like, "Oh, that's his number," but his number
It's like
is
zero.
his
His number is zero. Yeah.
So I thought it was his son's name, and then Aaron just helping me
there
out
we go. Yeah,
and
There you go.
just
it's his son's
verifying
name.
that.
Got it.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron. The next one is we got from AO444.
Ahmad.
He says, just wanted to give some insight on the frags. So you guys were right. It was his very first remastered Jordan, but the quality is touch and go. I've heard people with good quality and crap. From my understanding, Jordan Brand were still working out the kinks of their remaster program when they dropped. My theory is early production run pairs were not so good quality, and the later production runs were much better and more plush, like the Chicagos or the UNCs.
Yes.
Overall, I'd say mediocre quality. Hard for me to compare though, because my pair is a sample.
Sorry, sample
Sorry, and he
size.
added the shrug emoji.
Yeah, shrug emoji.
Hit you with the flex at the end.
Yeah,
Jeez. Sorry.
One of one.
man. One of one.
One of one size 11.5 or 12.
Yeah, man.
Sample. Who shoes with those? And then we got one more from Mr. Just.
Mr. Just 10, yeah. Mr. Just 10. By the way, my coworker wears Common Projects, so I think is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Quality.
Those are nice and very expensive.
Yeah, man, that's what he says here. So his coworker said she wears the Common Project. She buys a new pair every 2 or 3 years, just to wear them. They used to be $700, so $540 is cheaper than what they used to be. I guess we were talking about like prices,
Pricing and quality and stuff.
Mm-hmm. She also got a new pair and thinks the quality of leather has gone down. I guess the quality isn't as great as before.
I mean,
for that kind of money, you're dropping.
Is that why the price drop? Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, at least they're doing a price drop though.
Yeah.
Unlike
Some
another
people.
brand where the quality went a little bit down and the
Yeah.
prices went
up.
way up.
Yeah.
The price just goes
Who are you talking
up.
about? Which brand are
Huh?
you talking about? I'm just
Has a check.
Oh.
Just joking.
Just joking.
You can edit
all
this,
the
right?
brands.
This
No.
isn't live, is it?
Forget that. And our final one wasn't an EE. Well, it's not our final one because Philly has one for us too.
Maybe.
But I got one because I got to meet and talk to the homie Sandors Reyes at Soul Exchange, and he's basically said like he enjoys the pod, just finished listening to it, and I told him like, yo, come through. He's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, like when we say like message us if you want to be on the pod, we're being serious. So if you guys want to be on the pod, like hit us up, like, yo, I want to be on the pod, and we'll eventually have you on here. We can't say how fast because obviously schedules are tough to compete with. But yeah, man, like really cool meeting him. Obviously, it's always good to connect a face and a person to a IG handle.
Yeah. For real.
But yeah, man, good talks, and thank you for listening, man. Appreciate that. Philly, what's your EEE, fam?
Did the episode I was on was episode 24. I remember that.
Jeez, good memory.
The
Nice,
Kobe,
nice.
the Kobe episode.
Kobe.
Kobe episode.
Did anyone mention any mistakes I might have made? Don't go back and listen to it, anyone, if you're listening.
I'm
But-
gonna go
I
listen to
will
it
now.
tomorrow.
Everyone's gonna listen now.
Don't
No,
go
it
back.
was- it would be episode 25 though, where if we have an EEE, you
Yeah.
would have gotten
It'll
it.
come up there.
So I'll
But
listen
did
to
anyone,
episode
did anyone
25.
ever? No. Well, the episode I was on was 24. But then, do you guys remember if anyone like mentioned any mistakes?
I think a shorty hit us up and said Philly's voice is sexy.
Okay.
That was
fine.
about it.
That's fine. That's on purpose. That's fine.
That's all.
But- Okay,
Was that your other account that you messaged us with? I'm just joking.
That's my burner. It was my burner account. Who is that guy? I'm really sexy. I mean, he's really sexy.
Is that why you have 3 phones right now?
I know he's got 3 phones going. Yo.
No, I'm playing Philly. Your voice is sexy.
I've gone. Thank you. I've gone too far, so I'll just tell you the mistake. We're talking about the Bread 11, and I said part of my spiel about why I liked it was because Jordan wore it for his first championship, but it was his first championship coming back. From retirement. That's
That's
mistake.
okay.
That's the
You were still
EEE.
kind of right though, but I like how you're correcting yourself, but no one else noticed because I don't,
Okay, good.
I don't remember.
But you guys can go back and listen to episode 24 and all the previous ones if you want to get caught up on True to Size.
Oh,
Nice,
thank you,
nice.
Philly.
a
All right,
recap.
now
It's a recap
Right?
for
It's a
episode
recap
24.
thing. I'm gonna listen to 25 though, just in case
It's
there
like
was.
it's like Game of Thrones. You have to watch it from the beginning. So just go
Yeah.
from episode 1 to what are we on 50? What is this?
59.
50, 58, and you can get caught up.
Damn, that's a lot.
59 now. Yeah.
Now we're on your favorite segment of the show, not sneaker related. So we talk about sneakers a lot. So in this weekly segment, we are going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers. Jomar, what's your question, bruh?
Oh.
Speak into the mic. You got it. You're tall enough now. Zoom in. Got you.
Jomar has the full
Oh, the Air Max coloring book.
Yeah,
on
the
floor
coloring
right now.
book and the crayons and the markers.
Yeah,
and
he's killing it.
he's got some good stuff going on. I gotta go
So
check
when
it out
Jormar's
after
done
this.
reading the question, I will start the invisible timer.
Okay, go.
That was fast.
If you could only buy donuts from one place, which one would it be?
Ooh, donuts.
I already got my answer. Mine is Dipped.
What is that? That's
Dipped.
a place?
Dipped Toronto. It's in Kensington. Their donuts are bomb. I mean, the donuts we had though at Anomaly were dope too. But
Yeah.
yeah, Dipped is dope.
Oh man.
Man.
I don't know enough good donut places
Neither
because
do I.
the two places that came to mind were Krispy Kreme and Tim
Krispy
Hortons.
Well, I would have said Krispy Kreme too.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme.
But there's so many people can be like, no, you gotta go to Glory Hole. Glory Hole. You gotta go to.
That's a X-rated site, y'all. Y'all need to stop going.
Yeah, it's not that kind of donut.
that kind of donut.
There's so many donut shops that I haven't tried that I want to try.
Okay, we'll go to Dip soon, and then you'll tell me if you
Okay.
like it.
Fair enough.
Right.
There's a donut place in Burlington, Sunshine Donuts. I don't know if you guys have been in there.
Nah.
My wife always talks about it, so
Nice.
I guess we'll definitely swing by there too.
About it.
Yeah, man.
Women know. If
They do.
They
If
know.
your girl or
They
wifey or a lady friend tells you about
They
a
do.
food place, trust it.
All right, that was
Time
30
down.
seconds.
Time
Probably more than 30 seconds.
Perfect timing.
Jomar, what about you, bro?
I'm
Favorite
actually-
donut shop?
Favorite donut.
I'm actually both Tim Hortons and Krispy Kreme.
Ooh. You're too nice.
Nice.
You don't even want to pick one. You're too nice. I like that. Thanks, Jomar. Appreciate you, bro. Now we're going to move on to our promos. So the first one is the homies over in the YYC. The YYC soldiers are doing their sneaker swap number 5 in Calgary, May 25th from 12 to 5 at the Chinese Culture Center. If you guys are in the West Coast, don't sleep. Please don't sleep. Hit them up. Dope event.
Reach.
Bring some sneakers, sell some sneakers, and do your thing.
And it's half price if you're Chinese. No, I'm just kidding.
Word.
I'm just
Sure it's
kidding.
not free.
I'm just
Bargain.
kidding. Do not
Sole purpose said.
do not
So
say that.
Full Purpose said he's going to
Do
pay
not-
for your ticket.
Do not
It's a
use
promo code.
Do not use code Soul Purpose when you check out.
Promo
The tickets are full price. That's just a joke. Everybody.
Michael.Jordan.
I have no
Underscore.
affiliation with this event.
Underscore.
Go check it out though.
Second promo is the homegirl Erica Olson has recently reached out and asked us to help find some sneakerheads that are willing to do a market research / interview with her. So this is a paid interview.
Paid.
Paid, like look, like
Money, not
In-
donuts. Money.
US
USD.
Ooh.
USD. So this is a paid interview. So if you're between the ages of 17 and 23, make sure you apply. This is your chance to share your passion and get compensated for it. Like what?
Crazy.
Yo, Instagram doesn't pay all of us.
For the record,
None of us.
I tried to get in, and I'm not in that.
It's
age
'cause you use your
bracket
real
anymore.
ID.
Age
No.
bracket, bro.
Not in the
Age
age
bracket.
bracket.
Yeah.
So-
So
Should use your burner account.
I know. Right?
so you can find Erica on IG at Erica. That's ERIKA Olsen OLSEN through DM, or you can email her at erica@alwaysbeforward.com. So don't sleep on this. If you're looking for her IG contact and stuff like that, we did make a post on Canada Got Soul on the IG. And yeah, man. So our next segment is the one that you all been waiting for. It's Bryan Umali's Solography. So yeah, bro.
Nice.
Bryan, you ready to talk about yourself, man?
Talk about myself.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
Man,
It's gonna be hard.
what are we talking about?
Everything.
Everything.
No, just probably your sneakers. That's it.
All right.
So I've known Bryan for too long now, since like Foot Locker days. No,
Foot Locker days,
Foot Locker Square
Champs.
One days.
Foot Locker.
Champs.
So if you ever shopped at Champs at Square One, or
Von Mills.
or
Bramley.
BCC, you probably know Bryan. If you're not following him, you're sleeping.
Yep.
Long time homie for all of us, I guess. Yeah, man. Welcome, Bryan.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for
So-
inviting me today.
Hell yeah, bro. So, how long have you been into sneakers, would you say?
I think I started, I'll say, back in 2001
Jeez.
or 2002. But that's like, like you just pick up like one or two pairs, like, nothing like right now where you pick up like one pair pretty much every couple weeks, right? So,
Oh, yeah, back in the day,
Um,
every week
yeah.
you get a pair, no?
Crazy. Yo.
I guess like from then on, like my very first pair that I actually got from my parents is Jordan 11, 2001 Jordan 11 Columbia. I still have it.
The
Wow.
I
Columbias?
don't have. Yep.
Dead stocks, though?
No, it's not that stock.
So is that
Um,
what you would you say that got you into sneakers, or what was the thing
I
that
think
got you
that's
into
what it
sneakers?
is, right? So
Yeah.
my very first Jordan Still kept it to this day.
Nice.
Right? I don't have the box anymore, but the shoe followed me everywhere. Right? So
Nice.
yeah.
So what would you say is your like sneaker evolution?
I think for me, it's like when I started at Champs, like again, right? So you kind of get back on it. You're working at a shoe store where you have access to every releases, and you know, like anything that you pretty much wanted to get. Doesn't matter what colorway it is, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So would you say Jordans started for you? Like Jordans got you into it?
Jordan and majority Nike, right? So Nike.
Yeah.
I'll say Nike still.
True.
Yeah, so that's going back to like Air Max 1s, Air Max 90. Like, as you guys can see, like, probably any of you guys that followed me, right? I've been looking for the Air Max 90 infrareds for a while. And a homie hit me up after my post on IG and finally got it back.
Finally, nice.
Finally got it back. So it's,
What happened to the first pair?
Fair spare, I think it got sent back home.
Okay.
Tito and Tita sent it back
Need
home.
to need to retro those. It's been a few years, right?
Yeah.
3-4
Yeah,
years.
I think
it's been a while.
next year though, because it's like the 30th
Okay.
Yeah.
anniversary.
That makes
Yeah.
I hope that's right.
It's almost
Yeah, it is.
there.
90.
2020,
2020.
1990.
I had to do the math.
That's 30 years. Right?
30 years,
years.
bro.
30 years.
1990.
Damn.
I'm old.
Yeah.
So probably next year, better get a. Yeah. No, you're good, cuz don't worry.
Shit.
Just get that fake ID. You're straight.
Burner account.
I know.
Oh, so now it's time for Lawrence's favorite part of the Solography, 21 questions. So this is essentially 21 questions that you can answer. Don't feel too much pressure, but you'll probably get some stuff wrong. Are you ready?
Are you
Ready?
First
I'll try.
question. Favorite silhouette?
I'll say it.
I know.
It's tough.
Stuff.
First one that comes to mind. Like, what would you say? So, favorite silhouette, we'll say, if you had to get rid of all your shoes, which one would you keep?
I'll keep the Air Max 90.
True. Do you plug your nose when you jump into the pool?
Yes.
The most you've paid for shoes?
Ooh, I don't think I can answer this if my wife's listening.
You know it's pretty
I'll
high.
say pretty high.
Just shows by fingers.
Yeah, just motion us with.
Oh, he said a stack.
Holy.
Wait,
He said a million,
That's
bro.
like front and back. Holy.
That's $10.
It's on its way.
$10.
It's on its way right now. I think
It's on its way.
MisterQMart know what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh.
It's $10.
Based
Oh,
on
this is
Soul
current.
Exchange.
It's current.
Ooh.
Soul Exchange.
It's current. Red or blue?
Red.
Air or boost?
Air. All the way.
Crew socks or no shows?
Both.
Okay. Original boxes or drop fronts?
I'll keep the original boxes.
Pineapple on your pizza?
Yes.
Jason Mark or Crate Protect?
I use both, but Jason Mark right now.
True. What else do you collect?
What else do I collect? At the moment, probably I've been collecting a lot of art pieces,
Oh.
which is going to be built into
Your
the
basement.
room that I'm building soon enough.
Nice.
True. Favorite pattern on a shoe?
Plaid.
Oh, wasn't expecting that one. Nice. How many pairs?
I downsized a little bit for a couple years, and I know I'm going to be downsizing soon, but as of right now, about more than 100.
True.
Oh.
How far are the Raptors going this season?
I'll say all the way.
Yeah.
Good
I
answer.
like that.
Good
All the
answer.
way.
I like that answer.
Everyone here approves. Spell Milton.
Milton.
What's your favorite sneaker store?
At the moment, or in general?
At the moment.
At the moment, I've been hitting up Nike a lot lately.
True.
so
True. Do you take your own sneaker photos?
most of them, 90%.
When you shoot the basketball, do you watch the net or do you watch the ball?
I watch the ball.
Laces tucked or tied in a bow?
I do both, but most of the time it's a bow.
True. Longanisa or Tocino?
Oh, Tocino all the way.
Oh, jeez. Number one grail of all time or 3 pairs from your top 10?
Top 3 pairs.
Apple Music or Google Play?
Google Play.
Hey, right answer.
Google.
Good job, man. I think you got like 1 out of the 21.
Oh.
You did pretty good.
Ooh, Jomar is just showing me his art pieces.
Yeah, Jomar has got some coloring that he did, and it looks pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's going to post it on his IG.
Mm-hmm.
Dooney Jr.
Yeah.
Follow him.
Follow him.
Bry, name 3 things that you feel are essential to be a sneakerhead.
Think, do your own thing.
Mm.
Wear your shoes
Mm.
and buy what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and not just the hype or the trend.
Facts.
Nice, nice.
What keeps you into sneakers?
All of you guys.
Oh,
I love you guys.
stop that.
You know,
Hearts, hearts.
I think, like for me, it's not like just buying the sneakers. It's like what the meaning of it, right? So, obviously, you're still gonna get into the hype, but in the same way, is it actually gonna be wearing it, or are you just gonna be displaying it?
True.
On the shoebox, right?
So you said it was about like the meaning as well. Do you have any sentimental purchases that you hold near and dear to your heart?
Like what I said earlier, the Air Max 90.
Mm.
After losing it for a couple years, getting it back this year or a couple weeks ago was pretty dope.
Nice.
So let's talk about High Noble. What is that?
High Noble. What started it? I think if you guys Google it, the meaning of my name comes up to high and noble. The meaning of Bryan. What it is, I started, it was an IG, probably when this IG started, 10 years ago?
Has it been that long?
10 years ago?
I don't know if it's been that long. I know Twitter's been about maybe 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if IG has been that long. But
I think IG was a couple years after.
Couple
but
years
It's
after
been a
that.
while.
Yep, I started my handle at B to the Rye, but ended up changing it. I don't know, some of you might remember that. Changing it up to bryhighnoble, just having that, being that, like having that said, like, I started it then, and I've been thinking about the idea of releasing my own clothing line. It's still on the table. I started some samples last year. 2010.
2010.
Oh, it's
9
not,
years?
Yeah, 9 years, almost
9 years.
there. 10 years,
Yeah, true. Philly's our new fact checker.
right?
Thank you, Philly.
My pleasure.
But yeah, like High Noble started last year, really putting it into perspective. Put the logo up. Some of you probably seen it on IG, but something's coming up soon, and obviously the CJS fam is going to be on that, including Philly for sure. So stay tuned.
Hey,
Nice, nice.
any future plans for Bry High?
For me,
Just for you, man.
I think whatever comes, right? So for me, like day by day, week by week,
True.
go with the wind. That's they say.
Okay, Pocahontas out here.
Yeah, for sure. You got that, eh? I guess having a daughter, you know what?
Hey, man, yo, Disney is like everything right now.
It's life.
Ask me about Frozen. Ask me about Moana.
Did they
Trivia.
did they launch the is it Disney has a new streaming service? Is that out yet? Has that launched?
No,
yet?
but
Am
I'm
I-
purchasing that ASAP.
I don't think you have a choice.
That's a must.
Yeah.
There's more for me though. Like I want to watch Lion King and stuff, man. Like,
No.
True, true.
okay, so now on to our main discussion. You thought we were done after Bryan? Not yet. We're gonna be talking about sneaker conventions. Whether you guys feel it's good, bad, awesome, whatever you feel about it. So first, we'll start off as, what is a sneaker convention to you guys? Cuzzo.
Well, from like our perspective, from like all the events that we've done, it's pretty much like showcasing we showcase, like we show like our collection and whatnot, and if we got merch, we'll throw it up on the table, and it's just like our personal collection of what we got, and it's like we put it out there on the table for like to educate like kids, especially kids that ask about the specific shoe that they want to know, and it's I don't know, like it's I don't know, in a way it's like sort of like a community building kind of thing. So it builds the community in a way. You have your showcasers, you have your people that are selling clothing, you have like food vendors and stuff like that. So it's a big range of I guess people just like the community.
Yeah,
pretty
man.
much. Yeah, man.
Anything else to add, guys? No?
No, I think that's a much
he
better
covered
answer.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I think he covered that.
So, do you guys see the sneaker conventions as being something beneficial to the sneaker community? Like, does it help us with the culture at all? Like, how do you guys feel about it?
It depends. The short answer is yes, because anything that just to add on to what Joel was saying, anything that incorporates, sneakers as the focal point with buy, sell, trade, and then not only that, but it has other elements that are like offshoots of sneaker culture. So it's like you have clothing brands, you have people that sell accessories, or the food vendors and things like that. Anything that promotes the growth of the community, I think is great. But the thing is, I haven't, mind you, I'm not the expert on sneaker conventions by any means, but they all kind of seem like the same, and that's not a knock to any of them by any means. But I haven't come across, and again, I don't know because I don't go to them as often as you guys do, but I don't know about any sneaker conventions that have a specific format or any themes or any kind of like anything that takes place at one that doesn't happen at the other. So they all kind of have similar themes in the way that they're organized. But in terms of pushing culture forward, I think it's good. But I would love to see someone with kind of put more structure into place.
In terms of like a theme for a specific convention kind of thing? Like I know in the UK they have like, well, I guess they're also like trainer centric. Like they have all those most of the tables there be straight runners, right?
Oh, right.
They also have like in the UK, like what you said, like the night before. Sometimes most of the guys are meeting up and like really showcasing what they have. Basically introducing each other, like meeting up in there before the actual event happens the next day or so.
Yeah, I think yeah that like those are great concepts, and I think what I'm also thinking about as you guys are saying that was I look at festivals and events like South by Southwest. That one came to mind just because when you hear South by Southwest, something like that, you think about the music aspect, you think about what artists are performing, but there's also the component of like there's like it's not just 2 or 3 days, it's like a full week or it's 5 days, and then the weekend is when it's the busiest, when they have the most traffic, and that's when the performances are at night. But then leading up to it during the week, there's always panels. So there's panels, there's group events and discussions and networking events. So I think like something like that in the realm of like sneaker conventions would be cool, where you have maybe fly in some designers from Nike designers, or have some people that entrepreneurs, people that have people who started Goodfoot or Livestock, or the people who laid the groundwork in the city or across the country to maybe speak to all these, because now everybody's an entrepreneur, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, but you know what I mean, like
the education piece.
Like you guys were saying, there's kids that are a couple years older than Jomar that are selling sneakers, walking around with thousands of dollars in their pockets, right? So it would be great to see people of whatever age they are to share their experiences and have panels and things to cultivate and help people understand like business aspect, kind of like even just basic things like, you know, how to do a successful meetup.
Yeah.
You know, etiquette in buying and selling.
Yeah.
You know, things like
Oh my
that.
God.
Where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we didn't have, that we all had to learn, and we're still learning day to day. But
Yeah.
we all
Or
learned.
inviting like successful like entrepreneur, right? So
Yeah, it's like trial and error that we had to go through to learn it. But just something adding on to
help
just
build the culture, you would say, like
more than just buy sell trade, which is the foundation, I think, of a convention.
Yeah.
But it would be great. It's not a mandatory, but I think it would be great to see. I think that would be a way to incorporate what we say culture is
Hell
to
yeah.
kind of start giving back and like educating people of all. I just don't want to say young people, but people of all ages about everything, the business of the culture, everything, the history.
Well, I mean, we have we have like older cats trying to get back into the game now, right? So like a meetup now is different from whatever the meetup was back in the day. Because like nowadays it's like, yo, I'll EMT you, and then the EMT doesn't come through, and you know,
you're stuck.
It's different.
And and even like back in the days when there was like those Nike Talk summits and all those kind of meetups, it was just like people would just go to like to floss, like just to show their kicks or their fit or their throwback jersey or whatever it is, right? Which is totally cool, but like it's everything's so evolved now. There's so much more that we can talk about and that we can pass on amongst each other, but even like a 12-year-old, a 20-year-old that is coming into the game, there's so much more that we can share, and there's so much dialogue to be had.
Oh, for sure.
More so than it was 10 years ago, or even 7 years ago. You know what I mean?
So hopefully that's where we can take conventions eventually. But segueing into the next question I had for you guys was, have we seen a big change from like previous years of sneaker conventions till now? Because like it wasn't until T-Dot Loves Kicks through their first convention in Toronto that Canada had anything like that. And they had Cleveland Got Soul. They had like a big... Not that a lot of Canadians knew about them at the moment, but like I mean, I'm sure that they got followers afterwards.
They came down from Cleveland to here. I remember that event. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's where they had like rare, ultra rare stuff on their table.
Yeah, and they were stunting.
And they were just like
I can't remember, one of the guys was wearing like blackout like
wasn't Kamal buying stuff off them, or didn't he want to buy?
Probably,
our boy Kamal, because they were his size 13, right?
Size 13,
everything.
Yeah, him and Gold Tank, I think, they're both the same size.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, Gold
Tank.
Oh,
He came up, man.
Oh man, so like it went from like T-Dot Loves Kicks to now Soul Exchange, but even previous to that, like I remember seeing stuff in the States where they would have sneaker conventions over there, and it's just like. I've always wanted to go.
Like Dunk Exchange.
Dunk Exchange. Oh, man, that was huge in the States. I always wanted to reach Dunk Exchange, but obviously, as a younger kid, I couldn't. But do you see those things like, I mean, what was Sneaker Con's up here now?
Yeah, Sneaker Con's.
You know what I mean? So do you guys see, like, anything evolving, anything getting bigger? Like, where do you see conventions going in the future?
I personally think it's going to be like, sort of like an American thing where it's getting a little bit more crazier.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just I just think it's just gonna be like a sneaker con. I think they liked how it was up here, like the whole I guess like all the people that came and stuff, support and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna probably be.
I kind of want to take it to where Philly wanted to take it. Like,
for sure.
If you want to make some money, have someone really popular on YouTube who knows what they're talking about. Come in and do a panel.
Well, that's what they had. That's what they had at. I
would pay for that. Real talk.
Yeah, I think
that's those YouTubers came.
Yeah, but they were just at like.
I didn't know them.
At the at SneakerCon they had YouTubers, but at the same time, like, how much time did you actually have to interact with them? Because all of them had lineups.
Yeah, those just lineups.
And then half of the time you could take a picture and like maybe ask them one question, but
and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like if you sat people down in a room and allowed that individual who has so much influence to have a moment where they can educate people and just spread positivity, hopefully. Depending on who it is,
share their stories. And
share their stories. The struggles, the come up and whatnot. Like, I love hearing that shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I would definitely love to see conventions or anything sneaker related go in that route. Philly, maybe we could start it. Maybe we could start a thing, bro.
We could. I mean, Shoe Hall Part 2.
Let's go. Let's get a panel.
But Sorry, I don't know. Are we off this topic? Or are we still going on that?
No, let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
While you guys were all talking about that, I started thinking. I was thinking when I was talking about expanding it, I was thinking specifically in Canada.
Yeah.
But now that you guys have said a couple words, a couple of things came to mind. Specifically, Complex Con.
Oh,
Right. Now, I've never been to Complex Con.
Same.
It looks cool. I do kind of want to go, kind of don't, but I think it would be a good experience. The feedback I get from people directly and indirectly that it's just basically a big retail space. It's just for you to shop and stuff.
Shopping.
Which I think, again, is like, that's the baseline. Like, that's the foundation for every convention. But I think they have good things in place in terms of, like, they have art, they have apparel, they have like offshoots and subcultures that are directly tied to sneakers.
Yeah, man.
And they have performances, artists, and things like that. So if people can build on that, it would be great. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in Canada, to kind of step out there and have people like, whether it's entrepreneurs or designers or people speaking from experience, like real experience. Now, because now I think. Like Bryan's been buying shoes since 2001. A lot of us have been buying shoes for a certain amount of time. There's not a huge amount of people, but in Canada, there's enough people at this point in 2019, almost 2020. There's enough people that have a decade or two experience in sneakers that can speak to it.
Yeah, man.
Like on an educated level and really kind of help people along.
It's a good knowledge base, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I always feel like once you have the history of something, you appreciate it so much more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I hear stories about like my grandparents and what they did in the fields, and or like my parents and how they struggled and how they helped us out and all the shit that they went through, I appreciate them more. You know what I mean? So it's just like same thing with the sneaker culture. Not that you can even compare that to what my parents did because they're amazing. But I feel like if you educate everyone about the history and the come up and everything like that, it's just they'll have more appreciation for what is going on and
for sure
why we do what we do. So my last question was, were there any specific sneaker conventions that you wanted to experience? Like for me, I want to go to UK, man. I want to hit up the UK because literally like all you see on their tables is straight like runners. And for the most part, it's like
trainers.
rarity. Yeah, like crazy trainers. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. So I definitely want to do that up.
Yeah.
But
Sneaker Nest.
what were you guys, man? Sneaker Nest. Oh yeah, Sneaker Nest.
Yeah.
Any convention? Like, man, if there was still a Dunk Exchange,
Is it done? Is it?
I don't know. I
still going?
haven't seen like
I haven't heard anything.
like in a while.
Back, right?
Who knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just want to go to round 2, man. They have the best Instagram. They post so much stuff. Like, yo,
I know.
that's VNDS for that price.
Yeah.
You guys ship? No, shit. Don't ship. There's no
don't,
store. Yeah, but I've actually never been. That's not a convention. That's just a place that I want to go because they always post like good stuff, like VNDS.
Yeah, they do,
and
though.
It's a good price.
And then they don't want to ship to Canada.
Not paying the stock.
It's like Skate the Great, man. He has like some dope stuff he posts,
does,
but he's
man.
like US only. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, dog.
I know,
Like,
man.
Ship it to the box, man. Ship
You
it
know
to
what I
Buffalo.
mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to add about sneaker conventions?
No, I just like the whole panel thing, like having people speak.
We'll do it up.
That's dope.
We'll plan.
That's
We'll
pretty
plan.
dope.
We gotta plan for shoe haul and
Yeah, man.
figure that
I
out.
think that's necessary
guests.
to push the culture forward and
Hell
to
yeah.
make it because without something like that, without some substance, it's just buy sell. It's just a marketplace.
That's all it is,
Yeah.
right?
And that's what Kijiji's for,
Because
essentially,
you see
right?
people
Yeah.
like just walking around and like they're in and out and like
Yeah, yo, it's
15
not
minutes.
the same, man.
right. So it's not the same.
I feel like the
you
kids
said.
don't try to interact as much,
No.
or if they do, it's just to sell you a thing. It's
That's
not
all
really
it
to.
is, yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you'll get the odd one. Like I feel like at SneakerCon there was a table. I think he's from Hamilton. He owns like a vintage shop, and he's like, "Yo, I love your De La Lows," and he was wearing the Stussies.
Nice.
I was like, "Yo, what size are you?"
Nice.
And I was like, "Yo, let's trade." But yeah, it's just interactions like that, man. Like
Yeah.
you don't get that unless you really appreciate what's going on and like know what people are about. But yeah, I agree. Cool. Everyone good?
Yeah, man.
So thank you to everyone who supported us and or been a part of the podcast. Wherever you guys are taking this in, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. We have a thing on Facebook. It's called CGS Talk. You can find that at www.facebook.com/group/cgs.talk. Use it as a forum, sell stuff, and connect with people, which is what we want to do. You can hit up canadaGotSold.ca for our recent reviews, recaps, stories, and much more. If you have any questions or suggestions, or want to be on the pod, or just want to say something about, us and EEE and whatnot, you can either DM us on Instagram or email us at canadagotsold@gmail.com. Don't forget to use the hashtag CanadaGotSold to get a feature on Instagram. I have been your host, Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You could find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D3OsNEY.
I'm Philly. You can find me online at Soul Purpose, SOLE Purpose.
Bryan, you can find me at BRYHIGHNOBLE.
Okay. Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 59 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size, and we are CGS. And we are out. Peace. So, yo, Philly, we really need to... I really like that idea.
Shoe Hall
Okay.
Part 2.
Yeah.
I really like that educational...
Yeah. Because, I mean, honestly, like...
Yeah, man.
It needs to be done, like...
Facts.
Because, like Bryan says, like, the kids are just walking around